He's knocking at the door to interrupt us talking about gaming.
Yeah.
We have Joyride. Rowan Dix is from the Meeting Tree.
From the Meeting Tree. He's a music producer, solo producer, one day, etc., etc. If you've seen an ad, he might have done the music for it.
Yeah. And we're also recording in his studio right now.
Yes.
So he has every right to be here.
Welcome to the podcast. First time guest, Joyride.
Long time listener.
But a long time innovator as well, which is why we've got you here.
Kind of you. Thank you.
Nothing to do with personal relationships.
Or proximity.
No.
Nothing to do with any of that. Because we wanted to do, and our premium subscribers will know that we threw on a question in our Discord. Because we wanted to put on, for the end of the year, a bit of a down around Shark Tank. Because we know with a lot of geniuses listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
A lot of rolled gold geniuses with big ideas and big dreams.
Yeah.
And we want to evaluate them.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And tear them down where necessary.
So
And traditionally, a Shark Tank panel requires 3 people.
yes.
Being evaluated by 2 people is not. It's not on.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not happening.
Because you could have a 50-50 scenario and it's like who's right, who's wrong.
You'll never know.
We got a tiebreaker.
That's it. We've brought a tiebreaker into the down round recording room. But you had an idea.
I did?
I
Yeah.
think you did. Yeah, you had a little
Wait.
idea for us.
Refresh me.
You did. It was about locking the mobile phone away.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Let me just get this back.
We're just setting the stage for the
That was an old kind of idea. I've had so many. What about another one I had, Holy Moly, but full-size golf?
Still indoors?
Indoors and aimed at children. With hazards deluxe and like unorthodox ones, right? So let's say first hole, as an example, it's a 370 meter par 4. 6th hardest hole in the course.
Yep.
One of those reasons is at 200 meters, there's a bunch of bees.
There's bees.
Deal with it,
Free-
kids.
Just freely flying around the room.
Yeah. Or
Which you need to just be calm around bees.
yeah. Relax.
That would be my technique at least.
Yeah.
Just stay
But how do
calm.
you-
They're fine. They're not going to attack me if they don't feel threatened.
How do you play the bees? Or like how do you play behind the tee on this first hole? 4 single women in their mid-20s who are saying, I've never played, but I'm really keen to give it a go if someone could show me how. And then if you probe even gently, what would you say your main characteristics are? The first thing they say is discretion. How do you play with that going on? What are you going to par that hole? Find out. Holy moly, but full size. The other one was, it's like we're so addicted to our phones these days.
Say no more, yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Our audience
true.
will
We're
be well
hooked.
aware.
Preach.
We're hooked. What are you listening to this on right now? Vinyl?
Nope.
Nope. You're listening on your laptop?
You're sat in front of your
That
laptop.
would be fucking weird.
Yeah.
How many people
What
do you
about
think
their Google
listen
Home?
on the Google Home?
You
I
listen
reckon
to
you
it.
might have 2% Google Home, in which case, hey Google, turn off all the lights. Hey Bixby. Nah, that's just me. But so a safe,
Yeah.
right?
A safe.
So you can put your phone in it, and you lock it up.
Yep.
And you can't touch your phone for, let's say, 6 hours or whatever.
Yeah. And this is for people who want to cut down their phone use.
Yeah.
They're thinking I'm on this thing too much.
Yeah. It sounds simple, right?
Yep.
But what's in it for the person who provides the safe? What's the point of just making a safe for people? Why is this so customer focused?
Yeah.
Let's
What
look
is the
at
point?
what's in it for the big end of town.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not
Inside-
a charity, presumably.
No, of course not. This isn't Smith Family Safes.
No.
No. And so I'm suggesting that the down round safe, you put the phone in and then you place it in. There's, say, like a Qi charger in there, so it comes out fully loaded, ready to go.
That's good. Yep.
But what you don't know as a consumer, but what we know as down round safe makers, is while that phone's in there, it is data harvested.
It's stealing all your data.
All the data.
Yep.
Takes it all and then sells. What do you do with data these days?
You can
Yeah,
bundle
sell it to a
up.
bunch of different ad tech companies as well as
No, I
particularly bundling it off to the dark web.
I like this. You get the safe for free.
Yeah.
Safe's free.
Yeah.
Free safe.
And that's you pitch it this way.
Downround.ngo.
You use your phone too much. It's
Yeah.
impinging on your life. It's ruining your marriage.
Yeah.
You're always you be on that damn phone.
Yeah, your psych bills are through the roof. Why do you reckon? You know, it's
Well, that's another person we can sell their text messages to Big Psychology.
Yeah. Oh, you got ADHD, do you? Try the safe.
Try the safe. And the safe's free.
It's free.
Nothing to be lost. You put your phone in there. It's sucking up all your data, bundling it, and selling it to data brokers.
Yeah,
Because
perfect.
it's going to go anyway.
Yep.
Do it under your terms.
Well, at least get a safe for it.
Get a safe for it. Like, do you
Yeah,
want?
it's a good idea. That's
you
a
want-
yes from me.
Thank you.
Yes from me.
That's a yes from
and
me.
and your reward is you get to sit on the Down Round Shark Tank panel to
Perfect.
evaluate the rest of the
Is that a
year.
yes for both?
Yeah, it's yes for both.
Yeah, you got a yes for both. Yeah, correct. Yeah, that's 4 yeses.
Oh, huge.
Which again,
Unprecedented.
But for the listener, this is the caliber of individual we're dealing with, and this is why we wanted him to be on our Shark Tank panel. You know,
Yeah.
this is an innovator. I said that from the outset.
Yeah.
This guy's an innovator.
Yeah, fucking oath.
Idea 1.
All right, we're getting into it. This is all from Down Round Premium subscribers. They've all come to us with wonderful ideas. We're going to start small. We're starting small with some ones that are relatively easy to evaluate. All right. This is from Spoiled Meat. He came up with 2 ideas, one rapidly after the other. The first was just Uber, but for hard rubbish collection.
I actually don't mind that. It's actually unbelievable that the government. This is what they took from us, and when I say this is what they took from us, you have to imagine one of the big bins, and the bins are small now.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bins are too small.
They made the bins small.
Yeah.
Like in a world of delivery, they took the big bin from us and replaced it with a smaller bin, and we just rolled over.
We're consuming more than ever.
And our red lid bins are getting smaller and smaller as well. You're so right.
Yeah.
They,
So
they want us to eat our rubbish.
but I mean, I don't agree with privatization of this. I think that we need to tax Main Street.
And the government can provide Uber for you do whenever you want.
Yeah, a nationalized. So yes, it's a yes from me into paying marginally more taxes in order for me to get a bigger bin at home, if that's what the pitch was.
It's a yes for me, but I think that the tax money should come from people that are selling things packaged in one-use items, and that can include, all the things that you can't recycle but think you can, like dirty containers, Legos, and the pasta sauce people, or
How
whatever the
funny,
fuck,
that is a
dairy
big
farmers, they can pay.
It is a big scam how like people say, like Woolies or whatever, say like recyclable, and then when you read the fine print, it's like if you bring it back to a Woolworths, we can put it in our own like unique recycling bin or whatever.
Yeah.
Big scam.
Big scam.
The funny thing is that this kind of already exists, but it's Airtasker. You can literally take a photo. You can tell anyone to come collect anything from your house,
Yeah, right.
and they'll do it.
Well, I got a double garage roller door that is about to be on the side of the street.
I reckon there's an Airtasker that would make a good crack at it.
I
gonna
reckon
cost
where
heaps,
I reckon
eh?
where you
It's
live,
going to cost like $1,000.
you can just leave it there 24 hours. It'll go.
You reckon?
Find out.
What do
For
you
a double
say?
roller door?
It's huge.
Just post in fucking
You need a semi trailer.
beep suburb name here ranting, or
Anyone want a double roller door?
anyone want a double roller door? These are the specs. And
Double.
It'll go.
The specs are double.
Yeah. Times that by 2.
Anyone want a roller door? Well, this is not for you.
Yeah. Fuck off. Keep scrolling.
Anyway, okay.
Anyway, he Spoiled Meat backed off that idea almost immediately.
Well,
And-
that is poor.
It's poor founding. And then he replaced it with Uber, but for reserving tables at the Pitt Street Westfield Food Court.
Never been. No, I have been.
Got a salary man on our hands.
Pitt Street though. What are you doing in Pitt Street, man?
It is bustling over there, but I've never found the selection to be
I think
worth the trip.
I
no.
think Big Man's got to pack a lunch.
Underneath Maya, we're talking, right?
Above Maya, yeah.
Above Maya.
Oh, actually, might be below Maya.
It's
Yeah,
below
yeah.
Maya, right?
Yeah, because I was thinking of the Westfield one upstairs, but maybe he does mean the below one. That one is quite busy.
It is busy, but there's not a lot going on there as far as like delights.
You can get sumo salad anywhere, mate. This is a no from me.
So that's a big no for me. Wow, the fact that you changed your mind shows very poor intuition.
As a founder,
Has
Yeah.
he even been listening?
we can't back you for the first one either, unfortunately.
Nah, no, I've just withdrawn all my.
We're out. This one's a bit detailed. It's from Milku, a restaurant called Thirst.
Okay.
The premise is that the best taking drink in the world is water when you're desperately thirsty.
Okay.
We've got an Adam Newman style founder, so I guess it's not him, but maybe he's self-describing,
Okay.
who insists the general dissatisfaction in the West stems from our excess and disconnection from our basic needs.
Okay. I'm on board.
2-hour seatings, no drinks allowed, extremely salty foods, and the AC is cranked as high as it goes on heat. The dessert is a single glass of Icelandic waterfall H2O. That's it.
So I don't mind it, but two issues. Like one, definitely I can see a market for self-flagellation amongst, the opulent class. They love that. I've said this before. People like sailing because they get to touch ropes, this kind of shit. So I do like that aspect of it. I don't like 2-hour seatings. I don't like
you're too rushed?
I don't like... Well, when you're booking a seating, does this not feel... When you're booking a seating and it's like... Especially, this time of year, maybe I'm in the mindset. When I'm booking like 1 p.m., I don't want to see 1 p.m. till 3:30 because I can't make that commitment that I'm going to be gone by 3:30. I mean, we went out to lunch the other day. I think we moved tables twice during our seating for this very reason.
Yep.
The tables kept getting... Sorry, someone has actually booked this table and you're still here. It's like, well...
We were there for about 6 hours.
Yeah, exactly. But that should always be an option, even at a restaurant that's trying to dehydrate me. Secondly, I want more than a glass of water. I want it to be slightly salty water.
You want salt water?
Well, I've just lost all of my electrolytes. So I want it to be salt water, yes. I want to drink salt water. Water all around.
So you go to a restaurant called
So
Thirst
let's all
for a
have
2-hour
it.
sitting and you're drinking salt water.
At the end.
And it's really, let's say it's 40 degrees in there. And that's the only thing holding you back from a yes.
Yeah, that's right. There's no salt in the water.
Okay. All right, well, we'll chat.
Dixie?
I think that even if we choose to overlook the fact that what city is this going to be in?
It's got to be a
it's
city where
open-ended.
people hate themselves.
But
like,
I think it
no, in order
flies.
for it to be,
That's what I'm saying. It flies maybe in Brisbane.
but in order for it to have
But-
scale, we're only going to invest in something that's got scale. It's
Is
got
this
to be
gonna
worldwide.
So it's going to be like Macca's.
It's going to be well, yeah, maybe more like Din Tai Fung.
or Nobu.
Because I think
Nobu.
like restaurants at the best of times razor thin margins.
That's true.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
Are you saving money on the drinks list? No, drinks is kind of where you make your money in the restaurant game.
Yeah.
You know, you see the
That's true.
markups on wine and booze and stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, you're so right.
Yeah, you're right.
know.
It's a shit idea. No.
Like,
Sorry, mate. I'm sorry.
but I do like this idea. You know, it reminds me of an interesting fact that maybe I saw posted from an interesting fact Twitter account. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Interesting _ facts.
It could have been that the majority of people found dead in the desert from dehydration have water left in their bottle because they were saving it. You know, I think,
There's something to be said about that.
yeah,
for sure.
right. And I think that if that, you know, because that feels profound, you know,
It certainly does.
unsure what
Yep.
it's doing, but it feels profound.
And hopefully there's something that the entrepreneur there who pitched that idea can take away from
Yeah,
it.
but I think what I take from it is no matter what situation you're in,
Skull.
you're probably a dumb cunt. It could be life-threatening, but you're probably going to be a dumb cunt. And I think that this is proof.
Okay. So no, I guess. Sorry, mate. We're not finding this one. This one's interesting. I call it just-in-time product development. So the premise is you show users ads for things that don't exist yet, like AI-generated ads or fake products based on what it thinks a given user will like. And then only when the users start clicking on the ads does the process kick in. AI-generated
producing it.
blueprints get sent off to an automated factory in China, 3D prints the stuff or whatever, ships it off. So you'll be browsing the web and see an ad for like a slow cooker that's made to look like one of those propeller hats. And you think, oh, I didn't know they made those. But they don't. Yet. But you click through on the ad and order it and a whole production line springs into action.
Well, I will say, genius idea, but I feel like Shein is basically doing this with fashion already, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean...
But this is like the productization version of Shein.
Yeah.
Like in that, they already show a really cool dress.
But they will have made the dress. They'll just
Do we know that?
I don't know, but allegedly they do like a production run of like a few hundred or whatever.
Yeah.
And then if enough people buy it, they go, okay, we got to ramp up.
Ramp it up. I like it as a concept, and especially with 3D print. Remember 3D printing?
Yeah.
That kind of dropped off. Like I know that occasionally you'll get like a piece of crap that you bought off Temu for like $3 that is 3D printed.
The tabletop RPG guys are
they
really,
love it.
really into it.
They love the
Yeah,
3D
I've
printing.
heard.
But yeah, I love the idea of just like, why even send the product? Why even make and send it?
So the idea is that someone will click and buy.
Yeah.
And you just never send it.
Yeah.
Well, I think you could go a step further and like, yeah, fuck the product, but this could literally be a way to increase clicks on ads. How many ads do you click on where you don't end up buying things, right? But someone still gets paid from your click.
Yeah. Typically Google.
Yeah.
Or
so,
Facebook.
So if you're Google or Facebook, why aren't you just making ads for the most splendid shit you've ever seen and just generating and just paying yourself as like a tax dodge or something, right? Surely there's something in that.
Yep.
You can, write it off as a cost.
Yeah. And it's just, you're effectively laundering through yourself, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Google Cayman Islands is like putting up these ads and etc. They're paying
Google Island.
Yeah, and Google Island is writing it off as a tax expense, and everyone wins.
Yeah.
So we're giving no to your idea, Van Ice, but we're replacing it with a yes for a money laundering scheme that Facebook can do.
Which realistically is going to make a lot more money.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate you for sort of sparking that genius, but because it actually kind of came from us, you don't get a cut of
We
that.
own the IP.
We own the IP. You don't get a cut of
You
that.
hear it, like, this is our proof.
Yeah.
So I apologize for that. The next one is actually thinking a lot larger. This is from Mountaineer Blue. Okay, we solve wealth inequality by inventing New Game Plus, but for real life. So he's using video game terminology. Basically, once you go over a certain amount of wealth, let's say $100 million,
Okay.
you're declared to have one life.
Yeah.
And you start again with nothing, but you have a star next to your name
Ah.
on all your official documents. That indicates you're a winner, and then everyone has to respect that.
I actually...
that you've won. And he said, "Oh wait, business pitch," because he forgot this is not like a
Just
and
a
then-
life idea.
Use your imagination to say something cool.
And he said, someone will have to manage this, and governments love outsourcing stuff.
A consultancy firm.
To manage the new paradigm for life.
But I quite like the idea because it solves the status problem.
Yeah.
You part of being rich is you want to have status.
Yeah, people
You
make
wanna be
$10 billion, but it's not enough because, like, Jeff Bezos has a bigger yacht.
You want to be
or whatever.
respected. You hit $100 million. Someone says to you, "All right, great. On your driver's license, you got a star.
Yeah.
It says that you're a legend.
Every time
You're
your
a
name,
king.
it's
You
like,
won.
instead of doctor or whatever, you get a little asterisk after
You
it.
get the asterisk. It says you're a
Yeah.
king.
I reckon before
OBE.
it.
And maybe
I reckon before it.
Before.
Because then it lifts you to the
Like
top of
Doctor,
alphabetical
you've
ranking.
got, like, say, Dr. Tony Adams or whatever, but then it's Star Raphael
Yeah,
Dixon.
it's Star Raphael Dixon. Everyone's like, oh,
Star Dr.
He
Raphael
obviously
Dixon.
killed it.
Star Doctor.
And-
Doctor to the Stars, Raphael Dixon.
You would have to like cut it off such that like you can't stack them because that would
You
just
can't stack stars.
You wouldn't be able to because then
Double star?
because that just puts you right back in the same position.
No, you have to.
That's fine.
If you get there
But
again,
you don't have the cash though. The cash is out there. The whole thing
Okay.
is
No,
like
yeah, okay,
you're
yeah.
not hoarding wealth anymore, right?
Okay, you're right.
Wait,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
money's taken from you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's
yeah.
reinvested.
You go back to zero.
Yeah,
That
but
I
do you-
assume that was what I assumed from that. It's like
Yeah.
you are capped.
Do you get fired?
Do you get fired? That's a good question. Actually.
I think you're starting from fresh. It's like
Get fired.
It's like in a
Okay.
game.
Get
No
f-
clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
You're naked.
Yeah,
You're back.
you're
all of a
naked.
sudden, and it's ceremonial. We'll put you, like, bring you
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
in front of the town hall steps or something in Sydney, and just like strip you of your clothes.
Yeah.
Like asset strip you. It all goes back to the state.
Yeah, but
But-
they see that star.
And then maybe we'll project behind you your name, and then all of a sudden, little star, Dr. Raphael Dixon.
We could map a projection of your name on the cloud arch,
Yeah.
Yep.
which is obviously part of the utopia
yes,
we're
yeah,
building
of
as well.
course, yeah.
I
course.
understand. Okay, so that's the principle, and then the idea is that we build a business
that manages it on behalf of the government.
on behalf of the government. So we got to first create a lobby group. It's capitally intensive.
It's very capital intensive. Although also I'm not actually sure what the administration of this scheme would look like.
No, probably. Well, I guess if you're taking the 100 million off the folks, and then redistributing it, you could probably take 10%.
You're also setting
you
up.
can take a cut. Yeah.
You're now setting up an auction house, Star Auctions, where you're selling all assets, star to state.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, but we're realistically we're talking about a coup here in order to like implement it. So the capital expense up front is very, very high.
Unless you
I
get-
do get the long-term payoff. I see that. It's a moonshot.
But I like it.
Coups
It's a yes from me.
are normally funded by foreign investment.
Yes, that's true.
So, I mean, Look, if say the three of us go down to the Live Golf in Adelaide, and we just pick the ears of the right people, and then soon enough, Mins. Knock, knock, knock. Is this state?
They're all. I think this is. Well,
I reckon let's start with state.
Well,
surely there's no federal legislation.
The idea is you make it work at a state level, and then you export.
Yeah.
It's a yes from me.
And I'm going to give it a yes as well. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
there's a 5% chance we can pull it off, but the money is worth it, right?
Imagine.
It's more than 21.
the rent seeking is extraordinary.
But this is legacy as well.
Which is more important. That's actually the thing with our Shark Tank.
Yeah.
You've got to take into consideration
None
legacy.
of you guys realise
That's
this.
a great idea, Mountaineer Blue. Excited to work with you on this one. This one's from Andy Cam. All right. So it's Swimply,
Yep.
but for using someone's shitter when you're nowhere near any shops.
So, celebrity chef Dan Hong has in his Google Maps, you know how you can like have different lists of things?
Yeah.
The best shitters in Sydney.
Uh-huh.
So, like, it'll be like a Wilson car park level 4 up the top. Some reason it's always clean, this kind of thing. I think that rather than gatekeeping it and putting a price on it and doing like,
Open source it.
open source, there should just be
Everyone's
enough.
shitter should be allowed to is open. Your
Yeah.
bathroom belongs to the state.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just made a public listing of all the good ones.
No, just everyone's bathroom has to be open at all times.
Yeah, right.
We're
okay.
going private as well. Or like the design of a home, sometimes the kind of bathroom laundry has outdoor access.
Yep.
That door's got to always be unlocked.
Always unlocked, and your back gate as well to
Yeah.
get there. Yep.
Yeah, well, let's make it because like maybe it's not the government just like makes it a new law that everyone's bathroom is open, much like in wartime or whatever. What about just like we make it socially? We just set a price, it's $5.
Yeah, and
You-
it's just you just leave it there.
But yeah, and you can like, and everyone just accepts like people will come in and use my bathroom,
Yeah.
and they'll leave $5
Yeah. And say sometimes
and maybe a tip.
you see your mate's wallet on the table at the pub and he's got like $3-5 notes and just be like, oh, you bit crook, are you, mate? It's like there's like a little passive sign there now about well-being and your friend's gut health and stuff.
But yeah, privatizing it, that's a no from me.
Yeah.
So no. Also, my big concern with it is that Swimply could just do this.
Yeah,
They're already.
I mean, they already are.
They already
in a way.
basically are.
in a way, they got it for pissing.
But we want to go the whole hog.
We want both.
Yeah.
So the moat is not big enough for me to say yes. Plus the fact that I think all toilets should be free. Let's throw that on top.
Pissing and shitting is a human right.
All right, we got a few more. This is from our user regular Superbarn shopper, who's also provided us with two because we're so kind. We will hear them both out. The first one is it's an undercooked idea because he has said so he said it was an app called Egger, EGGR, which pairs backyard chicken owners with people who want eggs near them.
Okay.
But then he said, what's the advantage compared to Facebook Marketplace? I don't know.
Okay.
Well, you would hope less loons. But I mean, anyone that's like, I'm pretty keen to get involved in some kind of egg economy on either side.
I feel like the cut can't be that high, right? Because how much would you pay for an egg?
Well, I've done this. So round the corner from me, Petersham Public School, they have marketplace on Wednesdays. I no longer live here, so I'm not doxing myself again.
Got it. Yeah.
And we used to. I went there, like the kids. It's actually great. I was like, this school, and my daughter was going to go to that school, but then we moved. And I was like, fantastic entrepreneurial school. The year sixes do a little market stall every Wednesday because they got chickens there, they got veggies and shit. Inner West. They were selling a dozen eggs for $12, $1 an egg. That was first time I bought it. I was like, you got me. You got me.
It's like this,
$12 is a fair chunk of change for 12 eggs.
Yeah, but there's a tax on that, which is for helping the local community.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
In much the same way, you're not going to the cupcake drive at your local school because you want cupcakes at bargain basement prices.
Well, what does a dozen eggs typically cost? I actually don't know. Like $7 something?
Yeah, totally. Like $6-7.
Yeah, so this is a double. So if you went to the cupcake drive and they just were like $10 a cupcake, Well, I don't know what a cupcake costs either.
I don't think a cupcake has sort of like a set price in the economy. You know, it's very contextual. You know, we're talking about fresh baked ones, talking about the ones in like plastic containers from Woolies.
Well, these were tiny eggs.
Yeah.
And point being,
The point is that eggs are very cheap. You can just go to Woolies or your corner store or whatever and get them.
and what is the benefit of fresh eggs? It's another scam.
No, and you set up your backyard eggs because you want to like live in the illusion that you're living like
My aunt has chickens.
a pastoral lifestyle in the suburbs, or
You can't
heaven
make money
forbid,
off it.
the inner city. No, and you don't do it because you want to give them to people from your little backyard. You got 2 or 3 chickens. I'm giving this a huge
Horrible
thumbs down.
idea.
I'm sorry, regular Superbarn shopper, but we're giving you a no. He did come up with one which was not funny.
Dixie,
but,
sorry, we shouldn't speak on your behalf.
Sorry.
Joyride.
What do you mean? No, you said everything.
Sorry, we've been at this for a while. And the other one was an app that lets you take a photo of your bookshelf/record collection,
Okay.
and then it catalogs it digitally for you using AI. I think that's actually a good idea.
Like take a photo of my wall and then it's just put.
Take a photo of like your whole record collection. Although record collection is kind of hard because they're not.
I don't have. That
They don't
one of
have
those.
like
Got to have a good camera.
They don't have a spine that's like really easy legible. Bookshelf. you can
Same with record collection owners. Got them.
do. Just use MP3s, mate.
Yeah.
We've all been on this for a while.
Grow up.
The bookshelves might work, but also he did follow up by saying this idea probably already exists. So he's not backing
Well, I
his
mean,
own ideas.
ChatGPT will do that.
Yeah, ChatGPT would probably do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like maybe not right now, but it will like the next one.
But I also feel like there would be ways to potentially use that application like nefariously. Surely, right? Like
Taking photos of other people's book collections.
yeah, say you
And saying they're yours and you've read them.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. You know,
Upload straight to
stolen
Goodreads.
valor. Yeah.
And generates a review saying that you read it.
We could
Yeah,
target them with
trash,
advertising.
trash.
It's all shit.
You could target them with advertising based on their book collection. It might be like better than all of their Google searches.
But like, say you're a house robber, right?
yes,
Yep.
And you're like, all right, I have limited space in my backpack. This is a thought experiment. You're a house robber with limited space in your backpack, and you're confronted with what is effectively a private library.
Yep.
What would be the most effective way to go through all the books and find what is the most expensive, valuable books
rare book.
for you to take? You're looking for first editions. You're looking for hardcovers.
That's true.
you're
Okay,
looking-
yeah. Now
And
we're cooking.
You get the scanner out. So this is a great robber tool. This is like the Flipper Zero for house burglars that focus on books.
Yeah. And normally someone would be taking the PS5, they might be taking the TV. But in this case, they're like, I'm looking for first editions.
Yeah. A small JanSport backpack.
Yeah.
They've
Yep.
fucked themselves.
Yep.
But it also means they can move through the night afterwards without raising suspicion.
Yeah.
I like this. We've found a total addressable market
I'm
for
in.
this app, which is robbers that have a really small backpack and only work on books.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
In.
I'm voting yes
It doesn't
on that.
matter what I say then. So go on.
Sorry, mate. Yeah, you've
Come on,
been-
say it. In.
Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been voted in. This is from Garth. Letterboxd, which is the movie review platform. You can like log the movies you watch and review them.
Why do people do this?
Mate, so can I tell you a quick
Please,
story about
please,
Letterboxd?
please.
So a good friend of mine, Gabriel Gasparinados, he directed the Netflix original documentary 1-4 Against All Odds, for which I did the score. You could
Yep.
have mentioned it at the top when you did my intro.
Sorry.
That's what I'm spruiking at the moment.
Okay. Yep.
And so he has been followed by a lot of people on Letterboxd lately. People want the young, hot directors' takes on things and all this kind of stuff.
What's Gabe watching?
Yeah, exactly.
What's Gabe into?
And so I was looking at Gabe's Letterboxd, and his numbers are great, whatever. And he's left one review recently, which was on the Hunger Games, the original Hunger Games. 2 stars with too scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Letterboxd is good. Anyway,
That's good gear. That's good. See, this one was letterboxed, except for people watching. Your top 4s,
So you just people?
just people.
Well, how do you book
well,
them
like
in?
types of cunt or,
Just like
or
people,
places.
people you see around.
I went down to Watson's Bay and sat there and just looked at some cunts, and that's a good place to do it. Or it's about the person.
So it's like letterbox for people. Okay, well, he's got reviews, photos, top 4 lists.
How do you monetize?
Well, it's a good question. I don't know how letterbox monetizes as well, to be honest.
Ads.
I mean,
No,
there's
surely they
ads.
got a premium subscription.
I think
Yeah.
actually they
And
do.
you
They do have a
yeah,
pro
yeah.
subscription.
People love movies.
People do be loving
And
movies.
people hate people. So sorry, no, I'm out.
You're out. You're
No
not
way to
buying that
make
one.
money on it.
Nope, fair enough. Here's one. An app called SideQuest. This is from Paddy. App called SideQuest, in which users complete daily quests ranging from a day's effort to an hour, all locally for cash rewards, thus giving a sense of purpose to the bored, the unemployed, etc. Could be altruistic, where the questees help the elderly or some shit, or full dystopia, where the quests are absurdly dumb, useless acts with rampant product placement designed to go viral. Something like throngs of questees consuming large quantities of Mr. Beast Feastables while standing in the reflection pool of the Washington Monument. We'll need a stimulant full board meeting to come up with more clever quests.
Okay, not bad, but like, who is paying the people?
It's not included in the pitch.
Yeah, so this is Airtasker.
So this is real. This is
This is what Airtasker's original pitch deck.
okay,
looked
but
like.
you wouldn't use Airtask. I mean, I guess you could.
Why not?
It's true. Like to do something like entertain. But you would probably link it with like a Twitch type platform, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, because you need the quests captured, right? And,
That's right.
And
So
you
the-
want people
Oh, it's
watching
an
the
entertainment
quests.
platform.
It's
Okay, we're
entertainment.
now monetizing it.
No, he says that this is entertainment. So the idea would be like, although there was the altruistic one, you could do that as like your philanthropy arm, I guess. The idea would like you would just have people put up like bounties for
Yeah.
various tasks that need to get done,
Yeah.
and by which I mean like funny things,
Yeah.
which are very visually arresting. People step in and they say they're going to do it.
Yeah, see, this is the thing. You're
Trying to productize Mr. Beast.
Well, and it is what Twitch and everything does already. Look at society, man. Some of you need to take a deep breath and have a look at the society around you. What you've just described is how people debase themselves on social media.
Except
Congratulations, you invented social media.
All right,
I'm in.
It's a no, folks. We're
people
out.
keep inventing social media.
Yeah, This is from Centrally Planned Economy of Ideas. We've got a couple more. Give every Australian the joy of a beer on their balcony.
Yep, I'm in.
It's an ultra lightweight but sturdy unfoldable balcony. When folded up, it can fit through any decent sized window and
Yeah.
latch on to the bottom of the window.
Okay.
Then it unfolds into a balcony that can support 4 people and a small dog.
Yeah.
You simply climb out through your window and enjoy a beer in the sun. Comes with an app that connects people who want to have a beer on their balcony together.
Well, I don't need that.
It's a fully featured social media platform, but focuses on organising balcony beer meetups.
No, I don't
It's got
like
10
that.
gig of storage per user.
do like that.
And a basic productivity suite, and can facilitate payments, including international exchange and crypto.
Okay, I love the last
Well,
one.
look,
No, look.
this
No,
is-
I like it. It's free. Again, a subscription though. Otherwise, the balcony collapses.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yep.
But yes, I'm in.
Look,
No,
this is
it's like weight tiers.
Yeah.
It's like you get 10 kilo free,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get 10
true.
kilo on the balcony, and then you
No, we're got to make it more like 75 kilos
yeah, like
free.
what one person can fit on
Ish.
there. Yeah. And then to get more people on, you got to pay. Yeah, I like that.
This is spoken like a cunt that doesn't have a balcony, you know? Which obviously innovation comes from people seeing holes in their own life that
That's
need
right.
to be filled.
Yep.
I do think the weight thing is a bit on the nose and could get you in trouble.
Why do you think that, mate? You think 75 might be a bit?
I think 75 is a bit harsh.
120.
Look, let's not get into guessing weights here. But yeah, I think 120 is a bit harsh, James.
Sorry, I apologize. You can do dynamic weight stuff. Dynamic
yeah.
Dynamic pricing.
There's a lot going
I
on
think
here.
it should be like, you know, maybe you have to do like a DEXA scan and see what like your muscle mass weight is.
That's
and
right,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Because like, what if you're turbo jacked? You know, you
Yeah,
shouldn't be punished.
you should be penalized.
Should be
for that.
punished for being turbo jacked, and
That's
that's
right.
a hole in this.
That's very true.
We invented the weight like subscription revenue
Of course,
model.
you guys always
But-
coming after the
No, I
jacked
love
guys.
it. I love it. I'm 100% in.
Yeah, I mean, I like that.
balcony as a service. Love
Back
it.
it on, click it on,
Bass.
clip it on. I love,
Yeah.
I love the crypto payment aspect.
Yeah, love tacking that on. Yeah.
just absolutely. I'm all for that. All right, we've got the last two here. The first one, again, some of these people are pitching things that are not really business ideas as much as sort of like some sort of civic rejuvenation. But we have firefighters, we don't have water fighters because flooding has plagued Australia for too long. It's time we build a new department for flood response where instead of hydrants filled with water, they're filled with a sort of gas
Fire.
mixture that's so potent that it burns at a temperature high enough to evaporate water on contact. So a few blokes rock up at the beginning of a flood and start blasting at this torrent of water and stopping it in its tracks.
Well, I'm on record for wanting to flood the centre of Australia. So if we can do that, but and then direct the water.
You're also on record saying that you want to dredge Sydney Harbour and fill it with apartments.
That's true.
Another great idea. And so I think if there's a way to capture the evaporated water and move it somewhere, kind of like a spider, you don't want to kill it. You just want to take it outside.
You capture it, move it into the middle of Australia.
Yeah, but not just like go out there with a ton of buckets or the Elvis helicopter and just grab it all and dump it.
You want something a little bit
You
more.
want it in a gaseous form.
Yeah, so at least get some fans.
Yeah. And
Just
a net.
Blow it all out.
Well,
Blow it all. If we can put it like a kind of fan ring.
Evaporate it into a net, but keep it evaporated in there. It's a hot net, and then drag the net over.
Yeah, again, big capital expense up front. I'm out. I don't have the cash anymore. I invested it all in all of these other ideas.
Yeah, we're really running low on the giddy because we've said yes to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Which charitably I don't think it'll
I think we've got about $1 billion left.
We've got $1 billion left, which means that $1 billion has to go to this last idea. With no complaint. This is from Steve Holt. SaaS but on premise. The cloud's had it too good for too long.
I like it. So SaaS, if you don't understand, software as a service. Instead of having a server, a computer running at your workplace, it's in the cloud. It's someone else's computer. Bring that someone else's computer to your... I like the idea of taking... If I could just take Google's cloud product, for example, and just bring it to my home.
It's in your house and no longer has any of the advantages of being in the cloud.
Yeah. What if you moved house to the cloud?
It's a shit idea, but we have to invest in it.
Well, we've got $1 billion left, and all right, Steve.
Congratulations.
That was your entire pitch. It was a total of 10 words. So you better come up with more, buddy, because you've got $1 billion.